Hello, I'm King Koopa. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a dinosaur called Dryptosaurus aquilunguis. It's on the screen there. The bones discovered were believed to have been from 67.6 million years ago, roughly, and found in central New Jersey in an area that was formerly underwater. The Dryptosaurus is believed to have been roughly 25 feet long and between 1,667 to 3,307 pounds. It lived during the late Cretaceous area in the late Maastrichtian. I'm not sure how to say that. It's fine. Well, the point of my video is I wanted to talk about this dinosaur and some of the dinosaurs that may have been present that I can find. It's sort of like a compilation of what's known. If you're a serious person and this is all that you have for information, first of all, welcome. Second of all, this is what you got. There's evidence of some nodosaurs, such as the ankylosaurids, like the heavy tanky boys. There was obviously small to medium-sized dromaeosaurs prevalent. They were quite prevalent. They were all over the place because they were extremely adaptable to many types of environments, and they were quite successful because of that. And their small size meant that they had a smaller calorie requirement, and that overall is a W strategy for surviving, which is furthered by the theory that some evolved into birds that are among us today. The land that these dinosaurs lived on was called Appalachia, and from roughly between 100 to 90 million years ago, the entire Great Plains area flooded and the Rocky Mountains weren't raised up like they are now. Well, the end of the Permian period, there was a massive desertification of the entire world due to runaway volcanic activity. And on top of that, there was a rain shadow, and all the land masses are believed to have been together. And when a desert starts to spread, and it just didn't stop spreading until it was too dry to sustain most things, and it caused what's known as the Great Dying. What I'm proposing, and there are holes in the theory that I'm going to propose, and I will get to them, okay? I believe that due to the isolation of the Appalachian landmass, that the mountains themselves of Appalachia caused desertification on, to the western side of Appalachia. I'll show a map here, and I'm also trying to discover where exactly the shoreline was of the eastern side of the Western Interior Seaway, because most of the study has been done on the western side and almost nothing on the eastern side that I could find. I'll be back with more data on that. Due to this theory that I have of desertification, which in my opinion, it probably wouldn't really affect the populations of the dromaeosaurs, the smaller dinosaurs, the scavengers. I don't believe it would affect their populations too much. Like overall, over time, yes, there would be a reduction, but they would survive and also probably be fine because they could adapt and just start eating berries or whatever. There was a bit that I found where it's claimed that Appalachia was actually the ancestral homeland of the entire Hadrosaur family, like the entire lineage, and I couldn't find any proof to substantiate this. And this is going to tie back to my initial point I said, which may be a counterpoint to my theory about desertification causing all the dinosaurs to die out, and then their fossils not forming because they just dried out in the sun and then baked away. That's one theory. another theory about what happened to the fossils is that there were several glacial events of glaciation that happened much, much, much later after the extinction event that ended the Cretaceous period. There's a lot of evidence to support that the glaciers receding during one of the many ice ages, heck, even 10,000 years ago, would have grounded up all the dinosaur bones and pulled them away and distributed them crazily to where basically they would just look like regular rocks. They'd be indistinguishable. There's two theories, but I think the glacier one is boring. I gotta be honest with you, Koopas. I think that one's boring. It's extremely likely that that's what happened to the dinosaur bones. But again, it's boring. And my theory of the desertification that happened while the landmass was isolated, it's not necessarily disprovable. And what I'm going to try to do over the next series of videos is prove or disprove this theory. Okay? I'd like to make another note. There seemed to have been, in the deposits that they found of hadrosaurs, a depletion in the number of hadrosaurs around. There was just less. They scanned a lot of the bones of hadrosaurs, and it seems like genetically they got cancer. And I can't really say this exactly because you got to remember, I'm a king. I'm King Koopa, okay? And I'm standing here with the Dilophosaurus, and I'm standing here with some Ghostbusters and a little baby Triceratops. You got to remember that at the end of the day. I think it's possible that there was a massive pandemic or some kind of genetic mutation or something that caused the decline in the species of hadrosaurs available on Appalachia, but I couldn't find any evidence to support them reducing in size over time due to island dwarfism or growing in size due to island gigantism. That's all I really have to say for this particular video. There will be more. I have more theories, but not chaos theories, Cretaceous theories. Remember, Koopas, be kind to people you have no reason to be kind to. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I want you to have a nice day.